What's up, Cancer? This is Marcus from Untitled Oracle, back with another tarot and oracle reading here for you. So this reading is going to represent April the 11th to April the 17th. Okay, we're going to get you some cards here, some oracle cards and things to work on for the week. We're going to get you a spiritual card. Then what I'll do is I'll actually read the spiritual card for you. Okay, and then what we'll do is we'll get you another card for Moonology Tarot and Oracle, which will be a time frame card for you. Okay? Alright, so it's time to release the negativity. We have listened deeply, and then we have the family. So if I remember correctly, I think the last reading that we had, we actually have the same card, listen deeply. So possibly you haven't taken some time to sit and meditate and kind of collect those energies, right? Now I want to thank and show love to all the people who subscribed and liked and watched the videos. I'm changing up the format just a little bit, so definitely reach out to me and let you know if you like the new format. Alright? We'll do a Celtic cross for you. Okay, so angels, spirit guides, ancestors, ascended masters, and divine entities, please assist me in getting a clear message for Cancer during the time frame of April to 11th to April. Okay? It's a lot of cards here. From the time frame of April the 11th to April the 17th. Right. So the first card we have for you is the Knight of Wands. So it looks like you're getting some action. You're starting to move forward passionately. Okay. So I see there might be something that's going on with your family that's making you move forward. That's making you kind of move in the best light here. Let's see what covers you. All right. Here, the Queen of Swords. Alright, so the Queen of Swords, that's about making sharp and wise decisions, okay? So possibly you're thinking about making some really good decisions for the family and for the future about what's going to be best here for you. What's above Cancer during this time frame? What are they manifesting? What are above Cancer? And what are they manifesting subconsciously? What's above Cancer? Alright, so we have the Ten of Pentacles. So you're definitely thinking about the family. You're thinking about how you can provide for the family and make sure that the future is bright, to make sure that you have money to cover things, to make sure that you can create a legacy. So you want to make sure that your thoughts on the next move should be something that's going to create a legacy for my family. You might be thinking of making like a trust. All right, so we have the foundation of this is the King of Pentacles. So for some of you, what I can see here is you may be focusing on thinking Cancer more of like real estate. You might be trying to get your money right, save and invest so that you have a good future for the family. Okay. Now in the past, we have the Nine of Swords, which makes a lot of sense. You know, your family means a lot to you, so you're taking some time to really think about things. And this is something that's kind of worried you. It's kind of gave you a little bit of anxiety, kind of kept you up at night. So you're not really sure what to think or how to move forward, right? The future energy is the devil energy. So you're thinking a lot about money. Now, devil energy is not always negative. This also represents Capricorn. And the answer is the Sun. So you have good things coming to you. And you don't have to be you just have to be optimistic. The Sun is the best card in the deck, so you know, even though your future energy is the devil energy here, which could be representative of Capricorn energy. Okay. You have the Five of Cups. That's in your strengths. Okay, so in the past, right, you have the Ten of Cups. Alright, so you have 3 tens. Alright, so you have really, really good energy and things coming for the future. And then the bottom of the deck energy for you is the King of Swords. So you're weighing up all the decisions and all the directions of what might be best for you and your family. And you're putting that all together, and you're going to make a wise decision. Not an emotional decision, but you're going to make a wise decision. Alright, so I'll go over these again for you. Now, the card that we have for the week of energy to work on is the family. Okay, this is heredity, blood bonds, kindred spirits, ancestry, home life, community, innate relationships, our human family. So, as you see, there's many faces in your family, and there's a lot of different people. You have your family that you're connected to, blood bonds, and you have your best friends who are also considered family, then you have your soul family. All right. Now, what I see with this is that you're working on making things stable for your family, and you want the best for your family. And this is something that's really important to you. And you take this really, really seriously. All right. This is 37. 37 is 3 plus 7, which is a 10. which we have 3 10s here. So this is a new cycle. This is you moving forward, making good things happen for the family and for your soul family. Right? Now we have the listen deeply card, and this is from your angels. So this could be telling you that you need to listen more to your angels and do some more research. And I'm certainly going to read this here for you in just a moment. All right? And then we have, it's time to release the negativity. Okay? This is full moon of Scorpio. So whatever you're working on this week, by the full moon of Scorpio, you're going to see that manifest itself. It looks like you're releasing negativity. All right? Now, again, just to start, we have the Knight of Wands, right? Now, the Knight of Wands moves forward with its heart, moves forward with passion. Now, because we have the family card here, this is letting you know that you have a passion and love for your family, and you want to make sure that you take care of them and do everything you can to be a provider and make sure that you set them up with a good situation. You know, something, I keep on hearing trust. So you might be thinking of setting up a trust. You might be thinking of setting up getting your estate set. And then this is not saying that, you know, you're sick or anything. This is just you want to be ahead of the game. You want to make sure that you're doing everything right so nobody has anything to worry about, you know. But as you see with the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Wands is moving forward with creativity and with heart. So if you look at the wand here, you can actually see on the wand, there's 3 leaves here. So the 3 leaves, that's representative of birth, creation. You also see there's 3 pyramids. Those 3 pyramids represent challenges, but they also represent deep thought. Because when you think about it, when the pyramids were made, to this day, we can't reproduce the pyramids that were made in the past. But those pyramids are still standing, they're still strong, and they're indestructible. So your goal is, and what's centered to you, is making something that's going to be indestructible, something that you worked hard on, something that's going to last for a long period of time. You're taking a lot of action, you're making sure that you do this. This is represented by the yellow cape, okay? And then you see the lizards are on there. The lizards are representative of you changing your skin. So this might be you kind of bossing up and kind of moving forward and doing the best thing for your family because you want to make sure that everything is in good standing for them so they have no future worries. Right? So you have the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords, this is kind of representative of Libran energy. And so this could be part of your sign, but what I take this as, this might be you kind of getting in contact with a professional, like a lawyer or someone, because usually swords cards do represent, you know, people who are in the law field, people who are really smart and sharp. This could also represent part of your sign. This could be part of your birth chart. But the Queen of Swords is someone who's really smart, who's learned from past experience and knows how to make wise decisions going forward. So what I hear with this is that you're more than likely reaching out to like a professional. Maybe you're setting up a trust or something like that so the family is good, and you're making sure that everything is all set. And what you're doing is you're not using your emotion with this, you're using your intelligence, you're using your wit. You know, if you're setting up a trust, you know, you're not thinking, who's my favorite person in the family? You're thinking, who's the smartest person? Who's the wisest person that's going to make sure that they take care of everything for the family, you know, when they get of age. So next, subconsciously, you're working about the legacy. You're working about the future. You have the 10 of Pentacles. So this is you thinking of long-term riches. This is you thinking of how to sustain the family and make the family strong so that there's nothing for them to worry about going forward. You know, you want to be this old man that's playing with your dogs and not worrying about anything, and your kids are not worrying about anything. And this is you thinking about this, manifesting this subconsciously of what you're going to go and what steps you're going to move forward to get to this goal. All right, so the foundation of everything is the King of Pentacles. All right, so this could be representative part of your chart. Okay, this also could be someone that's coming in to help you out here, Cancer. Now, what I show is the King of Pentacles is someone who's really intelligent with money. The King of Pentacles is someone who can make everything around them abundant. They're really, really good at finances, investment, real estate, and they're a manifestor also. You know, so if you look at the King of Pentacles, he's holding a wand in his hand, which means he has inspiration, which your inspiration is your family, which is making sure that you move forward and do the best for them. But at the top of the pentacle, they have a little ball there, which is kind of representative of a globe. So you've mastered your King of Wands energy. Now you're working on your manifestation energy and you're creating your own world to the point that you have enough money to take care of the family and you're just sitting back and relaxing and you're not even worried about things. He's holding his pentacle, but he's not focused on it because the pentacle's not working for him. He's not working for the pentacle. All right? Your past energies are the Nine of Swords. So in the past, you've been worried about things. you might have had something come up, you know, and possibly you've seen other situations where people's situations didn't work out, you know, when people passed away or things of that nature, and you said, you know what, I don't want that to happen to my family. So you've been worried, you've been trying to figure out what you're gonna do, possibly staying late at night, having some nightmares. But the thing is, you have total control of things. Manifest what you want to come. Get out of this Nine of Swords energy. The nines are connected to the Hermit. So the Hermit's about looking on the inside and figuring out what's best for you and what's best for the family. So take that time, listen deeply, and look inside, just like we have here. Take some time and listen deeply. You know, from what I could take from this card, you possibly have a spirit guide or an ancestor that was talking to you and has some information for you. And that might be one of the things that's keeping you up. You know, if you're not in tune, you know, probably when you're sleeping in the astral realm, you might have a family member that's coming to try to talk to you and trying to give you some game about the best thing to do for the trust, or to let you know about things, and, you know, you're probably not used to it, so that might be what's keeping you awake. Right? So, we have the devil energy going forward. Now, the future energy that I see with the devil, I don't see this as a bad thing. What I'm actually seeing this is because right now, the planets Pluto is in Capricorn, and Capricorn is representative of the devil energy, and also Saturn is representative of Capricorn energy. So I see that this is you being aware of any bad habits you had, any negative self-talk, any bad things you're doing, and you're getting a grip on those things. Pluto being in Capricorn, this is about destroying the old and creating the new. So just like I keep on hearing, for some reason, I'm hearing a voice say, trust. You know, you're fixing your estate. So you're trying to work on getting things good. Maybe recently you had some addictions, you just got out of them, and going forward you might have something that might test you, that might make you go back into this kind of devil energy. But the thing is, you're aware of it now. That Pluto and Capricorn is telling you to destroy the old and create the new. It's kind of like the tower energy. So you're destroying the old person that you were, you're creating this new person that's looking out for the family by creating a trust, taking care of your estate. You might be getting life insurance, things of that nature. And even though you're in good health, you just are just worrying about making sure that they're taken care of. And that's like the number one thing that you're focused on right now. Now, Saturn is in Aquarius. Okay? Now, with Saturn being in Aquarius, this is also you having some restrictions, you know, having some thoughts that are limiting, you know, with this Nine of Swords. And maybe you're thinking to yourself that you might not have the money to do it, or you might not have the time, but you're going to work it out. Okay? You know what your addictions are, or your bad habits, or negative self-talk, and just be confident that now that you're aware of it, you're going to move forward and do the right thing. This all gets washed away with the sun. The answer to your question is the sun card. Be confident. Think of the little kids in the family. Think of the future generation. All right? The white horse, this is you coming through with passion. This is you coming through with purity. The red is representative of love. So you being that person that's thinking about the future generation, the little kids, the grandkids, the great-grandkids, like what's going to be good for them. You're not thinking about you right now. You're thinking about them. So be confident that the sun's shining in your light. The sun's being there for you. The sun's making sure that you can see everything clearly. It's wiping away all those negative energies that you have. Because even with the devil energy is our shadow side. That shows the negative sides of us. But if you have to understand that every person has the light and dark energy, but it depends on which side you feed, which is going to grow. So you want to feed the positive energy. And this is the answer to everything that you need to know. Be positive, be optimistic, be in the sun energy. This also could represent that you might have a Leo or someone who might be helpful to you or might be inspirational to you. You know, look to them for guidance. Now, what strengthens you, surprisingly, is the Five of Cups. So, you see the Five of Cups is about regret. The Five of Cups is about looking back on things and saying, man, I wish I would have done that. Man, I wish I would have did that. This isn't going to be you. You are making sure that regret is what you don't want to do. So because of the fact that you don't want to regret having this problem in the future, because you don't want to have family members worrying, you're actually making this energy push you forward to go and get what you need to have done. Okay, these Two of Cups that's behind you, the Two of Cups is about union and connections, okay, and soulmates. So you want to move forward, use those union and connections that's going to help you out. What describes you right now is the Ten of Cups. You're happy. You're enjoying your relationship with your family. You're enjoying your relationship with your friends. You're enjoying your relationship with everyone around you. And this is fulfilling to you. This is making you super happy. So this is what keeps you where you are. This is what makes you fight forward so that everything could go the way that you want it to go. You're making sure that you don't have anything that stops your future growth. Okay? You're moving yourself forward, and this is indignant of you being the best version of yourself. Okay? So far, you have the two tens. You have the the 10 of Pentacles, and you have the 10 of Cups. Okay? And then you have the Wheel of Fortune. All right? So the Wheel of Fortune is awesome because this is saying that the time is changing and the wheel is moving in your favor. All right? You have two tens here. And then you have the Sun, which 1 is the 19 card, 1 plus 9 is 10. Okay, so technically you have 4 tens here. So the Sun is shining in your favor. The Wheel of Fortune is spinning in your favor. All right. Now, when you look at this all around, and you think to yourself, where am I going to be able to get this balance from? Right, Cancer. This is about the fixed energies. So as I mentioned earlier with the Sun, you might have a Leo or someone in your life that might be giving you some assistance. Possibly a Taurus. There's also Aquarian energy here, and then you have Scorpion energy. Now, the Wheel of Fortune, this represents the 4 corners of the world, of the Earth. The 4 corners of the universe. So you have a lot of planets that are working in your favor. As I mentioned earlier before with Aquarius, Mars is in Aquarius, so this is about you pushing forward and innovating and being that person so that when everyone says, hey, where do we get our wealth from? How do we start things? You're going to say, well, Grandpa started the trust, or Grandpa started the business. Grandpa's the one that bought these 10 properties, and then now we all make money from it. So you want to be that innovator to create the legacy. Also, Saturn, again, is in Aquarius, and Saturn is representative of that Capricorn energy, which it doesn't always have to be bad energy, but that Capricorn energy is there. And then also you have Venus. Venus is about money. Venus is about beauty, about creativity. This is about moving forward, being happy, and creating the wealth for your family, okay? So you have great things that's coming for you. I'm going to read this Listen Deeply card again for you, and take this message. Cancer, angels are sending you guidance and inspiration through your powerful and resonant inner voice. Be ready to listen to that voice now. Listen to yourself. If you aren't able to hear yourself, you'll be blocking a connection to the information, insight, guidance, and support that's coming to you going forward. If you've been ignoring or avoiding dealing with something that you feel you've had to do for a long time, your angels are encouraging you to stop, listen to yourself, and do it now. Your expansion and growth are dependent on it. If you have received challenging information recently about your life from any source, and you're unsure whether or not to believe it or not, this card assures you that it might be pivotal to the unfolding and the freedom of your joy. So listen deeply. All right? So this is a really deep message, Cancer. I wish the best for you. I hope you have a wonderful week. If you're interested in a personal reading, certainly reach out to me. My information will be in the contact box. And also, if you so choose to, you can also reach out to me by sending me a donation. And that helps me to get new cards and also helps me to keep the page going. All right? But I hope everything goes well for you. I wish the best for you, Cancer. You have a wonderful week. Peace. Take care, Cancer.